I put on Facebook and via text to some of the leash consultants on the IM of my T-Mobile with the LG carrier. I'm sorry, the LG phone manufacturer and the T-Mobile carrier. All right, I put up there to the it's the Almighty Rig, RIG, which is the Macht, MACHT, for the it's the Reach, the RICH, it's the EU of the Kaderuse Hitler, the head of IT, whatever, the EU, and then it is the if I pronounce it in en français, Jordan, not Jordan, but J-E-I, and then the den, D-E-N, which is, I just found out that some of the the Nordic women and men, they have a Spanish intonation. But currently, I hate to inform you, your Catanese representative in Spracha Espanol is the only Esperanta that you are ever going to get from God's lips to your ears, and I will define what's dein Boza. I'm dein Berza Posa, I mean, in Von Hella. So, I mean, and I even had now he was in England. Does that make him an Englishman? Because in Jordan, it does. But in Jordan, Jordan, that's a little more in the Iraqi war veteran closet of I'm not going to speak as to who I love more, because you both were there and there's people elsewhere that are to blame. So, what have you. So let's think about this. There was a giant tsunami. Now, when a tsunami comes, it sucks all the water out first. And you're standing at the shore and you're like, what the hell? It's like somebody just took a big vacuum and sucked all the water out. And then all of a sudden it builds up. And this particular magical wall of water was the money the helpful, smart, handsome European respectfuls elsewhere that used to live in America before all the criminals moved in and became friends with the Korean Jew in Long Island. And then, so they sucked all the good out. They put it over in the EU in Europe. They're like, nope, we're holding on to the money. We are going to fix this. I swear we are the good guys. Right, yeah, I knew that already. Thanks. I woke up in the criminals' den of New York with not a hand to hold. Not the popes, not the occult, not the tribal respectables in Africa, not the respectables down in Amazonian, Don Juan territory. Right, oh, he gets mad. I said, why do you get mad at that? I mean, Juan is Juan. I'm the Juan, and you sail on ships, so we'll make you Don. Although I really don the Juan, because I don the title. But again, I don't want to sprout your Espanol and get mad with you. You have to have some importance. So good, you wear the word Don, because I didn't like Saladino when I met him. I mean, he was all right. I mean, whatever. There's nothing to write home about. Dated Tyler Pecora. She was definitely a Korean Jew, just saying. I saw it in the evil eyes she used to give, but whatever. I left her alone, as I did all of them. I'm like, you really want to be friends? Because I know this is just a falsehood. Like, none of you are really here. Yeah, you're making money somehow on the back end of this, and I just want to be flown away from here. All right, let's think about this. Okay, so now, Garrick, Gericht. Hello, I know you work in some office somewhere. If I have a problem with him, could somebody call from, if Garrick works in Jeden, Jeden district, Brennan, Father Brennan, there's one over in Elizabeth Sea of tranquilly darted respectable zoologists, but then there's another Brennan somewhere in the Germania territory, maybe Austria. I don't know. I don't know if he moved. No, no, no. Right? Yeah, he might be French Alps. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, that always confused me. I'm like, no, but you belong with the Brennan Pass and the Douglas Fir. Oh, right, my dad ruined that one. Right? Yeah, I better go French. Well, you better come back because I mean, I wouldn't want. I see how France is in the vitrification. Oh, they are making busts out of themselves and like we did it, you are coming for you eventually, no, don't you worry. In a book of another sort, a white guy, a Korean, and a Jew get in the fight, and the Muslim guy's like, I got this, I'll take the house, no problem, I'll take the house, the car, the keys. They didn't even know I moved in. Look at that. Let's see how long I sit here and how many times they say that I shouldn't be here. Right, yeah, I noticed what's been moving off of the North African coast, making itself nice and comfy, cozy in France. Alrighty, on the world of I don't do politics, I just do stand-up Canadian, like Groucho Marx, honest style of what I've seen. So now, here we are in, inside there's Saeed. Right, Saeed is a respectable, now he's a different kind. He's not North African. He is, that's what I call Middle East. North African's not, yeah, he got mad at that. I'm like, no, no, did I say North African? I'm making you clear that I didn't mean North African because I talked to somebody else and they were mad I said Middle East, but I know that I try to make friends and point out that I know we're in a different part and you are nothing the same. Got it. I automatically assume you are nothing like the person I met anywhere else in my life, or wherever I appear. I automatically assume you're just an innocent bystander such as myself, and we have work to do. Right, so I would get Saeed. He is not a friendly sort. He's very scary looking in the Joseph midsize SUV Corolla way of a really he's working the tornado. They spring up every now and again, and they take care of stuff. I will tell you, they rip stuff right off the trusts. What do you need done? I can knock a whole village down 5 minutes flat. I'm good. Great. You are the perfect one to go to when Brennan, Garrick, and the other ones have problems. I would make friends with one man, just one, and work on that one relationship for fun and fixing things and see how quickly all of you move together in like a perfect storm. I did mention that when I was like 4 or 5, somewhere around like 1982, 83. Right, we're in year 2020. Did any of the phone guys get together and maybe like governmentally figure out how to get each one's like most respectable clumps together? So now we have a few more of all the different flavors, but respectful and trustful, because they're not going to go run into whatever else is around. So now, how do we get money out of pals, Nepals, because they made money on Vitry and we've got global security to run? What to do to keep ourselves safe, just a couple of us, right? And grow steadily and carefully, and then actually make good on the one promise that we'd come for the one baby that helped us in the beginning, so she could get a nice education and be kept safe from all the heathens and the Korean Jews in New York that are not really Korean nor Jewish, but we just give them a label of evil criminals to go with Vitry that everybody knows. So this way they don't think that this one is like the loudmouth Americana that is Peter's daughter and whatever. So now let's think about this. How do we get the pals money to the PayPal? Hello. Right, there's one girl, she's starving, she needs clothes, she needs medical care. I know. You walk in through a ghost process, a back door, or whatever. You think that she's just, oh, she's okay, she's eating, that's enough. No, it's not enough. So now, how many of those days do I have on log? Because I'm pretty sure one of the pharmaceutical reps. Right, these are where is the trustworthy line on this one? For my own governance. Right, so I have my own governance somehow. I don't know what they call themselves. I have some governance somewhere. I thought we said it's a combination between a respectable Nazi Soviet for she will be 5'6", and that's what Soviet is equates out to in their crazy way of knowing things. And then and keeping us safe. Then there is the right. So we got that going. She's got she had a nice nose before Daniel knocked her on the bridge and created a bump, like a deviated septum. Anyway, so let's think. So we had that going for us, right? Where did we lose each other? Because nobody ever arrived. Right, biopharmaceutical started flying me in how does this, right, I start walking through things, but I have not, I mean, I have worked a ghost realm, but not in a computing mechanic, like a mouse in my hand. I am more the lab mouse that I don't like to be in this laboratory because I don't know who's checking in and who's got the contract that's holding my whatever in sickness and in more sickness, since it's Tiafru and Romer currently and Garbage Pail Kids that you fucking keep waiting for some hovercraft that's gonna kill you all because the air is gonna stop working. Right, yeah, I'm gonna work on that one from the death catacomb aspect if you don't start hurrying up and taking priorities where they exist. Right, so we got, let's think, we got Ghost, we got, yeah, I see you coming through on my hindsight, and my foresight is going with the it is like a moving picture of a whole nother dimension superimposed. Let's think about this. I don't even know what age that Alex is. Well, first it was Nicholas, but then it was Alex. But I don't know what age. What is it now? I don't know. I don't know. His face went small and then it went big. All right. So let's think about this. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. This is Cadillac. Then we got catatonic. All right, so I'm trying to think of what else on the scale of. Oh, right. So I put it I would go off of that because there's names on there. Garrick is one. I know it's a word in German, but it's also a name. So it's Brennan, Schmackten. No, the Schmacht. Schmacht. And I always want to say Kaig something or other, but I know that upsets the Hebrews. But it's the kite with the key that I was hoping was not going to stay in New York for this purpose. And there's Schmore. Schmoren. I can't pronounce your names yet. I don't know. And then you have dialectic, and then so there's three of them, and it puts them in order of importance. Brennan being number one. I thought, unless he's still upset with me, then I don't know if. Right. Let's think. I would think he should take a meeting with Nicholas personally, but I mean, again, you guys have spread out, right? Scared each other. Got that, right? Kind of was. Right. That's why I said with this one guy, why don't you just I mean, I got Saeed. He's really good at what he does. I mean, he just pulls the root right out. I mean, you just stand by him and say, yeah, no, this was all of us. Oh, good. Oh, that would be nice. I mean, 42 years, you couldn't do that? You had the memo up front.